Hey guys, Willie Creeman back here again with the NFC West, talking about the Los Angeles Rams who finished at 10-7, which was second in the division. Is it me or like was this team just not lovable? Like even when they went to the playoffs, the whole story about it, right? Like Matt Stafford going back to Detroit, like just an epic setup in the postseason. Yeah, they don't get the win there, but it's kind of great for the city of Detroit, and it's like it felt like it was a win no matter what. No matter what team. I guess Detroit wouldn't have felt that way, but Detroit very happy they got that win. But really like this Los Angeles Rams team. They made upgrades along the offensive line in free agency, but having Nakua and Cup, they're both top 10 receivers in my mind. Like very, very good receivers to have on the same team. Yeah, I know Stafford's getting a little bit older, but Kyron Williams should be awesome again this year. And even with Stafford getting a little bit older, I think they still have a chance to compete still. Aaron Donald being gone is going to be really tough to overcome because he's such a difference maker on defense, and really the engine that powered that defense. He was able to grow a lot of young guys, rookies on that team last year, and now it's going to be their turn to kind of take over the reins and see what they're able to do. Their biggest free agent addition has to be Jonah Jackson, right? I talked about this with Detroit, them losing him. Like he was a very, very instrumental part of that offensive line. But I love this signing for the Rams, and I think it's one of my favorite signings of the offseason. It just shows that they're committed to protecting Matt Stafford. The worst free agent signing they had has to be Tre'Davious White, right? Like I love the player, I just hate the injury history. He hasn't played a full season since 2018, and he's only played 21 games over the past 3 seasons. That's just not good in terms of metrics when you consider in the NFL. But look at the draft for a second. They get the Florida State boys, right? Verse and Fisk. I think it's going to be awesome pairing the defensive tackle and the linebacker, similar to what Philly did, right, with N'Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis up front. Really like the idea of this with Verse and Fisk, but they're just both familiar with each other. They know how to play off one another, and I think that's going to be really good for this defense. My only concern was Verse sometimes gets a little lost out there. Like I'm just hoping he's able to really focus and hone in while he's there in the NFL. Blake Corum was the only pick that they had that was slightly confusing to me, and it might be because he's so similar to how Kyron Williams is, but maybe it's that the Rams are a little concerned with Kyron Williams and his injury history, right? Maybe that's something that's alarming to them, and they figure let's bring a guy in that's almost exactly like him, but a little more durable. So let's see how that ends up working out.